You ever get about halfway through a job and then realize you wish you hadn't started in the first place? Before we get too far into this thing, my name is Mark, otherwise known as EatnLunch here on YouTube. If you're interested in nonsense, well, you're about to find out with today's video that you are in the right place. And if you enjoy that kind of thing, along with fishing videos, a little bit of do-it-yourself, a little bit of why is he doing this, a little bit of is he an idiot, a little bit of probably yeah, then subscribe to this channel and we can continue to explore those questions together as a team, as a group, as a movement, as a family. A little bit of backstory here. It's getting close to Valentine's Day. My wife had one major request for Valentine's Day, and that was that I finally shave off my beard. So anyway, fast forward to today. She's out of the house for a few hours, so I thought I'd give her a little early surprise. Get it shaved, get it done, get it behind me, get on with life. But then I started to think, well, I've been watching a lot of jig tying. I know a lot of my subscribers are actively pursuing the art of crappie jig tying. You know, notable case is Mr. SK. Makes fantastic jigs. Go check out SK's channel. Special dude, real cool, and he ties some cool flies. Actually they're jigs, but that rhymes, so I'm gonna leave it in there. I have none of the required equipment, knowledge, really anything that you need to make high quality crappie jigs. That said, I know that hair jigs are a thing. I've heard of hair jigs before. I think you know where I'm going with this. Fishing buddies, if it's not painfully obvious, I'm gonna shave off my beard and I'm gonna try to make some fishing jigs out of it. I'm starting a movement. I'm gonna call it EatnLunch Beard Jigs Across America. Maybe we'll go global, I don't know. We'll see if this thing picks up any traction.
EatnLunch Beard Hair Crappie Jigs Across the Universe. Join the movement.
I think there's gonna be beard hair to go around. You know, multicolored, mostly brown. There's some reddish tints in there, some gray, some silver, various lengths. You know, it's very curly, but if you stretch it out, it's actually fairly long. Alright, friends. Now comes the tricky part. As if shaving my beard wasn't hard enough, I don't have any of the tools or proper equipment to perform any kind of legitimate crappie jig tying. What I do have is a C-clamp, which I'm going to use to at least hold the jig in place so I can fumble my way around trying to tie some crap onto it. Now this video is not sponsored by Cam's CrappieHoleApparel.com, but I do recommend you go there, get yourself a sweet shirt, subscribe to the channel, and check out his hooks. He's got some these hand pouring these jig heads, lots of different sizes. Another sip of my I'm just giving everybody shout outs today. Crappie Town USA, my coffee cup, which was a gift from my friend Crappie Sniper and Miss T. I'm about to T-rig up some crappie jigs. Already things are going off the rails. I don't know, guys. Hopefully that will hold it in place well enough. Let me see. Alright. So what I've got is a baggie full of this beard hair that I cut off my face. And I've got a 1/16 ounce bare unpainted jig head. Let's put eyeballs on it. That's gonna be a difference maker. I'm gonna try and find a nice tuft. Let's see, so I'll pinch it. This is a trick I saw on another video where you pinch the long end and then you just start pulling out the other stuff. So what you're left with is a tuft that's all roughly the same length. See how I'm doing this? And all this stuff came out of there. And what I've got here, I'm not sure if you can tell, incredibly irregular clump of beard hair. You know what? I think I'm totally missing a step. I think I was supposed to wrap like a bunch of thread around the body of the jig first to lay a base down. Now all the videos that I watched, they all use what's called like a bobbin, and it's like a little handheld thing that holds the thread. Well, I don't have one of those. But what I do have is a broken sewing kit full of various colors. I think I'm going to use this gray or silver thread, so I'm kind of mimicking some type of a minnow color with my crappie jig here. This is going to be difficult on a number of levels, friends. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is going to be hilarious for you people who tie jigs, because A, I obviously don't know what I'm doing. B, I obviously don't know what I'm doing. I saw somebody else take the tag end and they like wrapped thread around. I don't know if this is working, guys. I can't even remember which direction I was wrapping. And expertly laying down the base of thread around this jig body, I think. I can see why one of those little thread bobbin winder things would be handy. And also one of those vices that holds your jig. You can twist it this way and that. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do first. I got my first tuft of beard hair. Clip it to the ends. Seems like that's a good idea. Here's where it's getting tricky. I can already tell. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Oh, I just pulled a bunch of it out. It's okay, it can be part of the next tuft or something. Now, SK, my YouTube friend, my crappie tying mentor, he said on his jig making video that you'll lose the jig before it comes apart the way he makes them. I really don't feel like I can make that claim. I'm going to put this children's glue on top of the thread. You heard me correctly. I'm going to add a nice little tuft of a mix of gray and brown hair. This is, oh man. The funny part is I don't even know how badly I'm embarrassing myself, but I feel like it's probably a good amount. I should be doing this with the other hand. This is a mess. It's so bad. Now, some of you may remember that while this may be my first jig tying experience, it's not actually my first lure making experiment. It took me forever to build it. It was the most janky, ridiculous, stupid thing that you've ever seen in your life. I'll put another link there. You can watch that series. I have high hopes that this jig will have better results than that one. Not sure if this is how you tie these off, but I saw a guy do it on the internet. You kind of make a loop and then just pull it tight, and he did it like a few times, so I'm gonna do it a few times. And then I'm gonna snip this off. Okay, I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna release the beast, Chavez. Okay, so I've got kind of a brown layer here. Ooh, some hair came out. Oh boy. Okay. It's the most uneven ragtag crappie jig, crappie jig you've ever seen. Can you see this? But we've got like a brown layer here and sort of a white streak on the top. So it's gonna go like that. It's got gray around it. I'm gonna lay a little bit of this glue, children's glue. This children's school glue. What's wrong with the children's school glue? Because I just want to kind of seal that thread up a little bit. I'm nervous about it coming off. I've never seen glue like this. It's school glue gel. Good Lord. So now there's jig number 1. I don't know if I'm going to make another one right now, but what I will do, let this dry, and then we will take a look and see how the in-water action looks. This is non-toxic glue, I should say. I should mention. What do you think? Will it work? Leave me a comment. Thanks for sticking with me this long. Snot just came out of my nose. If you're not already a subscriber, I applaud and salute you for having watched this video this far. And if you've done so, obviously you're one of us. Click subscribe. Click the bell. Join us. Let's see how my beard hair jig looks in the water. Looks a lot like it does outside the water, doesn't it? I don't know. Seems dubious at this point. That's a great idea for a comment. Tell me why you watched this. Tell me you made it this far and why. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I want to just play with my beard. My beard's gone. My beard is here in my hand. I got a handful of beard.